Hey guys, what is up? Xepher here, bringing you another video.
Good morning, everybody. Tequila here, and we are.
The Defense Guys.
And today we actually have a very special surprise for you. So if everybody could please welcome in Mr. Bonsai Lad 2.0 himself.
Hello guys, thanks for having me on today. I'm excited to be here and spread the joys of EHP to the world. Remember, damage is optional. The wall is forever.
Alright, so let's hop right into it with our updated lifetime coins. So I'm currently at 46.25Q. You guys will remember I was last video at 7.07Q. So I've effectively had a 6.54 times increase in my lifetime coins since almost 2 months ago.
So nowhere close to as good there, but I was at 2.76 and I am now at 8.37, so I've only had just over a 3 times coin increase. So not quite as good, but still making progress. The scatterbug hit me really hard.
Yeah, I got lucky and the scatterbug did not hit me nearly as hard, but it did affect my coins slightly. How about you, Bonsai?
Yeah, the scatterbug was an instant 60% reduction in coins. I lost like 4,000 waves on my farming runs overnight, and I was thinking about putting Wormhole Redirect in as a forced move to regen through the scatter. It's going through the walls. Pretty sad, but they fixed it. Things are a lot better now, and I'm happy again.
Yeah, it's much better now that the bug is now fixed, and all we had to deal with was ranged shooting through our wall, but apparently they fixed that too now, so...
I can't wait for the fast to just spawn inside the tower and kill you with witchcraft. Gonna be exciting.
Yeah, you gotta spice it up a little bit. Speaking of spicing it up, go ahead and go on to our milestones. So, for myself, I was in basically the same spot as Xepher. We were both at T16, 128, 129, and I have now pushed 500 waves on T16, and I've almost unlocked T18. I'm at 288 of T17. That was probably 3 to 4 weeks ago now, and if I did a respec, I could almost guarantee that I could unlock tier 18.
Yeah, so as Tequila said, I was at 129 in tier 16. I ended up a couple, I want to say like 3-4 weeks ago, decided, hey, I'm going to do a milestone run in tier 16 because, you know, I haven't done it in a while. I figured I was going to get 500, maybe 600 waves, and I somehow ended up with 2,027. So then I immediately moved on to 17. It hit 396. I've only ever done one run of tier 17. And then it took me about 2 weeks to break through tier 18 into unlocking tier 19. And tier 19 is no joke. I died to literally one enemy on wave 1. So I had to instant activate demon mode and then let demon mode keep my wall up. And then second wind carry me to 19.
I remember that nonsense getting into tier 19 for the first time. Second wind, wave 1, die 10 waves later, over and over again. The scaling is just insane. I had like 1,000 waves on tier 18 before I got the 100 waves on tier 19. It just made no sense.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Hey guys, Xepher here. So when we recorded this video, I didn't realize how blurry both Tequila and Bonsai's towers were going to be. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it again. There's nothing I can do about it right now because we don't all have time where we can get together and re-record all of this. But I do have a solution for next time Bonsai joins us. Yeah, so unfortunately, this video, both their towers are going to be very blurry, but it will be fixed in future recordings. Alright, now back to the video.
So moving right along here, overall build and workshops. So I've pretty much stayed the same. I am still running the 90 meter range devo that I have put a guide out for, and pretty much just prioritizing full EHP. The big thing here would just be I've got quite a bit more coins that I've put into my enhancements. I'm up to around 1.64 regen and 1.62 for the health, and then I've got my coins and cells up to 1.33 and 14 on the enemy level skips.
Okay, and you'll see that I'm running basically the same build. I'm doing my FU to Devo build still. I'll eventually get a video up for it, but I think previous video I didn't have 400 levels in my enemy attack level skips. I'm currently up to 400 there. And then depending on how I feel after tournaments and what event missions pop up, I either have my damage set to 0 or 3,000. But I have had a pretty decent increase in my enhancements, as you guys will see here if you want to go back and compare to last video on our enhancements to see what they were last time. But you'll notice my health regen is at 80. That was an accidental misclick while respecking, and I had already messed up prior, and I didn't want to spend a another 150 to fix it, so I'm just sitting at 80 regen right now. My health, defense absolute, and wall health are slightly lower than what they should be. I made up for it with an extra 9 levels in health regen, and then I brought the biggest thing is my ELS up to 17 from, I believe it was 14 before. But yeah, I've just had slight increases in coins, cells, cash, and free ups. So nothing too crazy. What's your build looking like, Bonsai?
My build looking like, well, my basic workshop is pretty much fully maxed at this point, except ELS, which is at about 500, and Rend, because I use that to complete the buy workshop mission event stuff sometimes. I did, true to the cause, max my defense absolute, so you're happy about that now?
I am very happy about that.
You're very much happy. I got my ELS up to 25 for farming and 32 for tournament, because I can pull all my coins and cells and other stuff around there as well. And I thought that you wanted to be around to witness this.
Oh, I love it.
There it is. When I respec after a tournament, everything just goes to 2, and then I pick what I feel like I need for the given time. It's super flexible because the last tournament, I finally got the free stuff. So I'm a lot less stressed about where my workshop goes today.
Yeah, having free respecs is huge. I can't wait to get to that point.
You can mess up as many times as you want, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, now it just costs me a fortune in gems.
Modules are optional anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I feel like every single tournament I always mess up at least once, so that's just an extra 150 gems down the drain. So let's move right on to our ultimate weapon stone plan.
You know, I talked about this last video, and I am still refusing to put any clicks into my chain lightning damage. So this is the base unclicked chain lightning damage. But I did go ahead and, thanks to Farrell, who generously donated me some stone packs and kind of decided where the stones went, I went 5 quantity on the chain lightning and 18.5 on the chance, so very good there. I went to a 2-to-1 sync with my smart missiles at 50 seconds, and then I lowered my golden sync down to the 100 seconds. And I actually unlocked Chrono Field for my 7th ultimate weapon. And kind of my plan is with Black Friday packs, I'm going to be getting the first level of GT Plus, and then I will be buying some masteries, and probably around January or maybe February, whenever my Chrono Field gets to the max duration lab and the max defense reduction lab, I will then go into a perma Chrono Field.
Alright, so my stone plan is pretty boring, to be honest. I'm thinking about getting the assist rarity up to legendary for my OA, but other than that, we are full sending the golden combo and the GT duration. I keep telling myself I need to do it, I keep putting it off, but the next 4 months are just going to be saving stones to dump into this giant trash can of time. But I'm very much excited. Supposedly the last level is like a 30% increase to econ when I get it 6 months from now. But nothing fancy, nothing else. All my UWs are going to just collect dust and be sad the whole time.
So I noticed you actually have a couple of other ultimate weapon pluses there. You want to go over those real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I forget this is my first time on here. We of course have the decorative toilet. It does nothing except look cool. We have 0 levels into it. Eventually I want to get that up a little bit just to kind of help with my CC and whatnot, but I got it mostly for the status. We have golden combo, of course. Everyone knows what that does. It just makes your econ go to infinity. And we have smite, the single most powerful EHP ultimate weapon upgrade in the game. Basically it does percent health damage to enemies, 0.4 times 100, so 40%, and then when you tag that in with the chain thunder, I end up getting another 75% damage reduction towards my EHP. Doing the math on this stuff, when you get all the things together, it's about 10 thousandths of a percent that gets through, so every little bit does matter. It's paid off in dividends for me.
Yeah, so you guys will notice that I actually currently have a decorative smite. I did unlock it. It's not going to help too much, but I am going to be progressing it very soon. Pretty much all my tournament stones are going to be going into that. But with Black Friday coming around, you guys will remember that I had level 4 golden combo last time. Now I have the same golden combo as Bonsai, 8. But for Black Friday, I'm going to bring it up to 9. I'm going to go for perma Chrono Field, and then depending on how I feel, I might pump into Chain Lightning Quantity and Chain Lightning Chance, or pick up my 4th Quantity Spotlight. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Spotlight, just because that will greatly boost econ. Just having a 4th Spotlight to cover at my 51%, or my 51 degree angle, not percent. But yeah, that's pretty much my stone plan. I've gone a little farther into masteries than I should have. I should have been pumping Golden Tower, but you know, stuff happens.
Masteries are basically drugs. Once you start, you can never stop.
I'm starting to get there for myself with the, I guess we can transition there now. With the live stream before last, I had a poll, and with that poll, it actually decided to get health regen mastery unlocked for me, which was quite a large increase for me. It got me like 158 waves. I went from like just over 6k waves to almost, actually no, sorry. It went from 6k waves to almost 6,300 on tier 13, as well as it got me like 45 waves or something, top end of platinum, not platinum, champions.
Yeah, didn't you, after unlocking, go from not promoting to legends to promoting?
Yes, so I went from 5th place at 1594 to 2nd place at like 16 and change. I don't remember what the number was. I can actually look that up.
Yeah, regen mastery is one of the most underrated things out there for people that don't have it. Just Sharp Fortitude by itself, that first card buy will take that from a 2.5x to a 4x just on its own, before adding in other stuff as well. And in tournament especially, we don't have perks and all that whatnot. You just get a massive advantage over people who don't have it.
Yeah, I went from 1594 to 1635. I went from 5th place to 2nd, which did promote me up to legend.
Yeah, so I would say that was a pretty big unlock for you.
Yeah, it was. I would say that card is massively undervalued by pretty much everybody in the community. I heard all of the glass cannon Kool-Aid drinkers talking about how I should not buy it. I'm gonna regret it. But that card, it went from 5th place to 2nd, so almost half the stones that it cost was pretty much negated by that. I think it gained me like 100 or 150 stones just off that one tournament alone.
Yeah, I would say it was definitely worth it for you, and I don't think you'll ever regret it.
I didn't regret it. It was the first thing I got after RPK.
See, that's funny, because it was actually the second thing I got. You can technically say first, because I got Wave Excel and Health Regen at the exact same time.
They're both solid choices.
Yeah, they were very good choices. You want to go ahead and move into which masteries you don't own, Bonsai?
Attack speed and cash. No, just kidding. No, yeah, my mastery, like I said, they're drugs. Once you start buying them, you never stop. It was horrible. My ultimate weapons are really sad. But yeah, after RPK, the first thing that I got, especially for the EHB, was a health regen, and then second wind mastery. Now the glass cannon Kool-Aid drinkers, as you call them, or the damage fanatics, they will tell you it's a horrible idea, but for EHP specifically, this guy here comes with a 10x perpetual multiplier when you get the recharge up to 400, and then it multiplies with the 5x regen. So you end up getting 50 times the regeneration just from those two alone once you max them out, which allows you to get trillions per second in tournament and 15, 20, 60 Q per second in farming. It's kind of the crux of my build overall. And then after that, just a bunch of random stuff. Hybrid transition, econ stuff, EOM. Super underrated, especially for us where everything is dying to the black hole with the orbs going through it. 40% boost to econ just for free. I mean, not literally for free, but...
Yeah, but free enough.
Free enough.
Yeah, I noticed actually, I'm actually kind of surprised that you don't have the combo that I was thinking of with landmine stun, the flashbang.
I've thought about it. I don't know enough to know for certain whether it's perpetual. Like if an enemy is flash banged, are they just a potato for the rest of time until they die, or do they get to attack you again, another chance of attacking next time? So
the way I'm reading it is I think it's like 33% max when it's maxed out or something. I think it matches roughly the landmine stun chance, and I think it is perpetual, so I think that like every single attack they take will have a chance to just miss
if they're hit by a mine. Yeah, it's definitely something to consider, but for the 1,000 stone cost, it's hard for me to justify with that much uncertainty, especially going into my GT plus push that's gonna last 4 to 6 months probably.
Yeah, I definitely think it's something you're gonna need to wait on, but it is actually something I'm gonna go for very early. But if you guys remember, the only masteries I had prior to today, so last video, I had health regen, Wave Excel, and Free Up Mastery. You guys will notice just me scrolling down there, I got quite a few more. So I have cash because I finally got an upgrade I've been waiting for, and all of my reroll shards are gone. Well, were gone because of it, and I didn't want to take another 2 months building up my reroll shards again. So I bit the bullet and just did base level of cash mastery. I did enemy balance mastery because now I'm able to keep one lab perma 5x. I haven't really done anything else to free up mastery. It's still base level 0, and I got intro sprint up to the 900 wave skip. I did unlock RPC. My wave excel is currently level 3, skip getting 140% quicker, or so 40% quicker max spawn cap. So that has been extremely helpful, and I'm pretty much just going to be flip-flopping between wave excel and intro sprint until both of those are maxed out. I'm pretty sure that my next unlock is going to be coin mastery and then slow aura. Yeah, that's pretty much
slow aura.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, slow aura definitely. I'm really tempted to do the landmine stun mastery, just because I really do want to see if it is perpetual, and if it is, that is going to propel me way forward in Legends runs.
So kind of following that up, my next two are going to be Wave Accelerator and the RPC after I get that Golden Tower plus unlocked. And then I'm probably going to chill with masteries for just a little bit, but after those two and I start labbing them up, I'm probably going to go into intro sprint as my fourth.
It's a very solid plan.
Yeah, I almost got intro sprint just to skip champions when I was in there. Because going 2,000 waves, every other tournament was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually saved up for another card slot just to add intro sprint into my champion tournaments.
So transitioning again, what have you had anything big going on with your modules?
So for me, it was actually kind of huge. I don't remember if I had this for last video, but I finally got it, guys. I finally got my mythic MVN. It only took, you know, a couple million gems. At least that's what it feels like.
Man, that is some J plays luck right there.
Yeah, but other than that, aside from getting 141 on everything because of RPC, nothing major. The largest thing that happened was the mythic MVN, and this is what I spent all my reroll shards on getting.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, you guys will notice I don't actually have any ultimate weapon reduction, and it's because I don't feel like spending the medals for my golden bot to keep it synced at the very moment. I'm waiting until I get to Ancestral to add any ultimate weapon cooldown substats.
So I'm still quite a bit behind on my modules. I focused a lot on my gems, and then also my cards with my gems, and I also just miss a lot of mine from the nature of how AFK I am with playing. But I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 10 pulls really quick. We are 2 sharp fortitudes away from Ancestral, which would be insane for me, but instead, typical me luck, we're gonna get like 5 blues for those 3 pulls.
That's great.
But
Bags my towers and machine music real fast.
oh yeah, my tower is indeed a machine that turns gems into common modules.
I'll see if I can get my hands on that for that.
I am 2 sharp fortitudes away from an ancestral, which would be absolutely insane. All of my reroll shards are going into my sharp fortitude, trying to reroll for the mythic defense absolute, which I am just getting extremely unlucky with.
It's rough to hit it, but just because you did some pulls, I'll do 1 10 pull real quick. Oof, 3 blues.
I also dumped all of my rerolls and didn't get it again, but it's okay.
I guess it's
Eventually.
pull modules now.
Yeah.
I have to do it, probably. All right,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
at least 1 10 pull.
Ugh. Is it close enough?
No.
No. Not even close.
Not even close. So how come your modules look slightly different than ours, Bonsai?
Well, I suffered through tier 19 and got the assists, and then immediately gained 400 waves in that tier after game. But no, assist mods, which are just game-changing levels of broken, they also render the health mastery a lot more less important to get, because you can just straight up double your health or more with assists, since these things are multiplicative now, which is pretty cool. It also allows me to run Prim C with Multiverse Nexus and Dim Core for farming and tournament for that sweet permanent 80% damage reduction after spending a crap load of stones to make that thing green. But no, they're game changing and I love them. I love them all.
Yeah, it's what, 3,600 stones to make it ancestral?
Yeah, that was 3,600 stones. That was 2,200 stones. That's going to be another at least 1,000, if not 2,200 stones. So I can get the 4 or 6 electrons.
Yeah, I think that'll be absolutely huge.
Not to mention the extra defense stats that I just get for free.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of that. So, fun fact, actually, I streamed me unlocking tier 19, and Dermish, shout out to Dermish, in preparation for me unlocking ass mods, actually got me a stone pack, expecting me to last longer than a single wave in tier 19. Spoiler, I didn't.
Yeah, I knew that was happening, but I didn't want to rain on the parade. All the EHP guys that get to tier 19 experience just getting slapped in the face by a fast the moment they walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
Exactly what happened to me.
See, on a good note, I don't have to be jealous of you because I'm so far away from ass mods that it doesn't matter.
He's pretty close. He just needs one good luck run 5 times in a row in the same run, you know? And
Hell yeah.
he'll get it as well.
You just need one of my tournament runs where you get 32 death defies.
You see, what he needs is wave skip mastery, so you can get that 8x wave skip at the same time and just skip half of the 30s and win.
There you go. But yeah, modules were pretty quick. Let's go ahead and move on to our labs.
So I'm really proud of this. I'm on the way to lab speed level 92, and that's been really big. This lab is going to be done in 61 days, so very excited for that. With the purchase of Chrono Field, I started the duration. Like I said, that will finish, I think, if I mathed it correctly, it will finish on Christmas Day. And then I will be slotting in the Chrono Field damage reduction, which will finish sometime in mid-February. And then Shatter Shards, it really sucks having these 3 super long labs in the bottom 3 slots, so I'm effectively working with 2, but Shatter Shards is really important to get done as fast as possible. It's on its way to level 3, and then pretty much just running 1 Econ lab and 1 EHP lab.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I am. I have Shatter Shards, Lab Speed, and Chrono Field all locked in too. So Shatter Shards in technically 3 days, as soon as I can gather up enough cells to put it back to a 5x. So the other night, I have finally decided to switch to full-time emulation on my PC, because my phone died in the middle of the night. I either forgot to plug it in or I accidentally knocked the charger out, and I went about 12 hours without farming. So it destroyed my cells, and because of that I wasn't able to get enough coins to keep a mastery going. I'm officially making almost enough coins to keep 2 masteries going at all times. But because of that mishap, I am now doing wall regen and wall thorns until I can get up enough coins, which I only need 0.07 more to throw back in Wave Excel Mastery. But yeah, because of that, everything got screwed. But I can't tell you exactly how many days my lab speed is going to take. My Rend is telling me 125 days, but I am gem rushing every other level because I'm sick of this lab. So I can't tell you the exact day I will have it done.
Cough, cough, cheater.
Cough, cough, cheater. Nope.
It never ends. It's not cheating as long as you never take it out. Remember.
That's true. Yeah, but my Chrono Field duration should be done. So this level will be done in a little bit over 4 days, and the next level should, I believe, it only takes 8 days. So as soon as that finishes, I will have perma Chrono Field, because that will be after Black Friday. But yeah, other than that, nothing super major. Just my history. It's mostly just wall thorns, lab speed, a couple masteries, and Chrono Field and Shatter Shards. That's really it. Nothing exciting since last video.
Alright,
Yep.
Bonsai, time to show us up.
I think Xepher has learned to keep a buffer of cells in case you forget to plug your phone in or your PC turns off in the future, because that's a painful thing to experience.
I might have learned.
Maybe he's learned. So my labs are, first of all, masteries are a drug. They just never end. The first one, we're switching between BC Reduction and Shatter Shards. Both of those are in their final lab. Got about 160 days on this nightmare, but I'm more excited about this being done because it lets my ELS go to 40% in Legends to start, and then I can get it over 63 now, so that's pretty nice. Mastery, 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 and of course, lab speed as always. But this is going to be a 6x, and I might start gem rushing it too out of rage if I don't gem rush this or Shatter Shards first. And then once the masteries are done, we got more masteries, of course, and eventually I'll figure out some fun stuff like wall regen, finishing that, whatnot. But yeah, my labs are all boring. It's been the same thing for months and months and months.
Do me a favor, Bonsai. Will you go back on there and type in the word wall in the search bar?
I assume you want this to be unchecked as well.
Yeah, uncheck the completed, please,
Or I
for the
can just
fans
go-
out there.
Let's see. Oh, it's at the bottom wall.
There we go.
So yeah, you guys will notice a slight difference between all of our wall labs.
Wall Thorns is goated, man. He needs to get on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much my my 4th permanent when I can only do 1 mastery. It's wall thorns is my 4th permanent.
It's not as bad as wall regen though. Half of this lab is already done, so it's like 48 days.
Oh
and there's
no.
even more. It's horrible.
Would you
Here,
prioritize wall thorns
I'll
or
put it
wall
on.
regen first?
I'll put it on just for fun. Yeah, look at
It's
that.
literally
48
half.
days
Wow.
at half.
I would say probably wall thorns, right?
I would say wall thorns because your wall needs to be able to kill things that are a problem. Where did my thing go? I lost it. I'll put it back later. I'd say wall thorns first of all because the wall needs to be able to kill rays, vampires, scatters, things that touch it. And if it takes too long, especially with the thorns BC, you just get burned down by the heat over time. Wall regen is also very important as well because that multiplies with sharp fortitude and the wall regen mastery and the second one mastery and all that stuff as well. With a ancestral sharp fortitude, each one of these is 25% more regeneration. You end up with a 750x between these two and your sharp fort. Thorns is also faster than regen. I want to throw that out there real fast because it's only 20 levels, so it's a lot more attainable if you're trying to push through it there.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought between keeping that as my 4th permanent because I really need to, one, move out of freaking tier 11 because I do 13.5-hour farms. Yeah, so I need to move out of tier 11. Either jump straight to 13 or just up to 12 because this is getting ridiculous. I find myself canceling my 2nd run of the day because it will end in the middle of me sleeping and I'll have a couple of hours of no farming. Other than that though, that's pretty much it for labs, I think. Unless you guys have anything else to add.
Masteries are a drug. Don't do drugs. You'll never research anything else again.
Alright, so let's move on to our tournaments.
I briefly touched on mine earlier, but with the purchase of that regen, I went from 5th place 1594 to 2nd place 1635. Immediately promoted to Legends. I quickly ran this because the bracket looked horrible. It was like 500 waves almost to stay in. We were actually in this bracket together, Xepher, and you, I believe, demoted as well.
No, I did not demote in that tournament. It was actually, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was 407 waves to stay, and I ended up with 421.
Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected, but yeah, it was.
Nice.
I knew I'm not getting that, so I just went ahead and didn't respec, didn't rerun or anything, and just went ahead and demoted. And then I forgot about daylight savings time, so I demoted down to platinum, and I timed out my platinum run. It instantly kills you. Good to know. If you time out, it just instantly kills your tower. And I got 1039 last league.
Yeah, wasn't this champion battle conditions kind of rough though?
Yeah, it was thorns, orbs, and one other thing that was not fun.
You should still be able to see it right now. I don't think it's updated for the next tournament. If you click on thorns.
Orbs, thorns, and then enemy attack speed. With enemy attack speed normally doesn't matter, but because of orbs and thorns, they're just whenever they start grouping up on you, which happens really fast, then they just build up a ton of heat and kill you fast.
Yeah, so you guys will notice in my tournaments, I have had a total of 3 times where I have stayed in Legends. Somehow, I don't know how. Oh no, I guess, did I forget to run a Champions, or did it just not save? Because it says 30th and 27th. I guess it just didn't save. So I'm missing a Champs tournament in there. That's weird. But I have been able to stay in Legends twice. I did demote this past tournament because of the mixture of Thorns resistance along with fast ultimate. It's actually showing me the champion conditions because I am in Champions. Bonsai, could you pull up the Legends heat from last time? So the mixture of fast ultimate along with Thorns resistance really screwed me. Since fast ultimate is permanent and they are unaffected by black hole, they just sit on my tower and I don't kill them because Thorns resistance.
Yeah, another reason to get Thorns. And actually one of the biggest helps for tournaments is unfortunately really high up there, but tier 18 wave 1000 BC reduction lab. I don't know what the Thorns actually goes to, but when this is at max heat at 1000, I'm still dealing like 25% of my Thorn damage still. So it doesn't go down to like, what is it, 2 or 5% when it's fully maxed out?
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to bring you down to 95%, which I think is a 98% max. For champions, the max is 95%. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to finishing off Wall Thorns. So how's your tournaments looking, Bonsai?
Well, we have made some massive progress. Nabbed 3rd for the first time. I was doing about 1100, 1200, and then just pulled out several of these 1600s out of who knows where. Then I got killed by a glitch right as the reset happened. I don't know, I had like full wall, full regen, and then I just magically died for no reason. I still don't know what it was, but I kind of sucked because I was on track for 4th in this tournament too. But yeah, we've just been having steady progress. All of the stuff that we've been working forward in the EHP has kind of coalesced together at the same time. In tournament, I am transitioning to a hybrid, a EHP focused hybrid, so even at 1600 I'm tanking hundreds of hits before dying, but we are adding some damage in there specifically to snipe commanders, because I was pretty hard locked at about 1,000 for a while at that point. But yeah, Legends is looking good. We're getting keys, we're unlocking stuff in the tree, free respecs, orb slider, extra cards. Can't complain.
Yeah, now can you actually do me a favor and just scroll down? I want to see when the last time you were in Champs was. Oh. Right there. So, May of this year. Wow, you've been in Legends a long time.
I know, taking the EHP path did take me a lot longer to get there, especially on the payoff at the end, because I remember my freaking yo-yo days.
Yeah, but if you also see your first actual staying, like, in Legends, you had 125 waves, and you got 22nd.
Yeah, waveflation is real, that's for sure.
Yeah, because, like, I needed... For my first ability to stay in, I needed 421 waves for 22nd.
My first time, I got 25th with 365, and to stay in, I would have needed to get 395 waves.
Yeah, so waveflation is definitely real, and it is rough. I am looking at probably, I want to say, because I either need to get one more level in regen mastery, or I need to finish off wall thorns, and I think that I will be able to permanently stay in, but I also might be able to permanently stay in with perma chrono field. So who knows, maybe next week I will be permanently in Legends, because I will have, I think, 17.5% damage reduction, maybe higher. Let me actually go check my lab for that, just so that way I know exactly how much I will have chrono. The damage reduction, so 16.5% damage reduction. So that's going to be very huge when I have that permanently.
Still need to finish that lab. It's at like 22% for me.
So with that, let's actually go and talk about the new event. First, let's talk about the free relics. So this one, you know, Explorer's Helmet, super nice, 2% extra tower health. That's perfect for all three of us. And then you have the extra knockback force, which for tournaments is great. Farming for me, not so much, because I devo.
Yeah, I'm not too jazzed about knockback force. It's kind of a useless relic for me right now.
Yeah, now you guys go ahead and just show off the new premium relics.
Yeah.
I think Minor Tools is the best relic of this event.
Full minecart is
exciting.
though. That's gonna put me at speaking of bot range. So from the last video, we had that surprise that Bonsai helped me figure out, and that would actually be my flame bot. And I have fully been shown the way. So I have a maxed out flame bot as far as range and cooldown. I have a currently 47% damage reduction. I will say the 365 waves that I got in Legends were very much so because I respec'd out of Coinbot, and I had a 71% damage reduction flame bot during that, which was a lot of extra health.
It's pretty crazy. Global AoE every second of real life.
I'm excited for the 99 meter flame bot with this new event.
Yeah, it's gonna be very huge for you. And a little spoiler, not really spoiler because you guys can see my tower, but as soon as I watched Tequila's tournament and him do so well in Legends for his first time in, I immediately dumped 2,500 medals into Flamebot, and I have just slowly been progressing it. As you can see, Tequila has the lab finished and he has max cooldown, so it's only 5 seconds. I have one more level to go in cooldown, and then the lab. I've already done 4 levels in the lab. I think I have another, 25 levels? So I have another 21 levels to go in the lab.
Only like 2 months, no big deal.
Yeah, you know, something like that.
It pays though.
It does.
It definitely does.
Yeah, but so as soon as I get another 109 medals, I am going to do the last click into Flamebot since there are no relics to get with medals this event. My golden bot is exactly the same way it was last time. It is not getting touched until I think minimum 65% damage reduction. I think my range is good where it is because I already in my farming runs I only 60 meter, and in tournaments I have like I think 108 meters range, so I'm still hitting mostly everything since I perma black hole. As long as my tower my tower's wall gets completely engulfed, I hit everything, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so with Black Friday, I think I'm going to be able to get down to like, I can't remember exactly, but it's somewhere around 70-second cooldown, and then also go up to a almost 30-second duration. So I'm going to get quite a bit more golden Black Friday, and that's assuming they're similar to what they were last year.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Bonsai, but isn't bonus more valuable than duration, metal-wise, just because you can lab duration?
Yeah, I would say the bonus is substantially more important than duration. I mean, obviously duration is good, but like for the metal return on investment, you have to spend thousands of metal. I guess in your case it's a little bit lower because you're not about to go into infinity dollars on this one, but it's a lot of metals for half of a second. You have to lab to supplement, whereas the duration is just a flat increase overall. And once you get all that stuff up there, you know, it's active more often than it's not. Having more duration just massively stacks in that area. Duration is going to be the last thing that I finish in this entire thing, except maybe damage, because that's optional, obviously.
Now, I was looking through the labs earlier for Flamebot. With Flamebot flame stacking, does that increase the amount of damage reduction, or does it keep it, does it only happen once?
I believe that it does. It allows multiple stacks to tick at the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it just increases the amount, it burns faster.
It is only damage. So it basically, I think when it's maxed out, it's a 5x damage increase of the damage over time effect, but it does not increase the damage reduction.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, the damage reduction is just global, one time, and permanent. You can see the status effect with the blue fire when it's doing that. So once an enemy is touched, it is tagged forever with the reduction.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was unsure about, is if allowing it to stack, because I know it says increases the speed at which it burns. I was wondering if it like actually added multiple ticks, because if it added multiple ticks, then possibly you would get the stacking damage reduction. But if it just increases the rate at which it ticks, then yeah.
Yeah, it increases the rate at which it ticks, and I think effectively it's a 5x when it's maxed out damage increase. And
I thought it was 7, but
it might be 7.
Check that.
It very well could be 7. But it's basically just a damage increase, which I will say, Flamebot actually hits pretty hard, and especially if you're running Singularity Harness, it doubles that damage. And Flamebot, I've actually seen a Flamebot Devo build that was based around Flamebot activation in sync with the Golden Trio. This was quite a while back, but it was like a meme build, but it actually does really solid damage.
Okay, so that might actually be a second avenue of damage for us.
Yeah, like when I go back for the event missions and like get kills with landmines, I have to turn my Flamebot off because it just kills everything on the map before it flies in on lower tiers. And that's with no upgrades into damage or the flame stacking. It's not something to sleep on completely.
Yeah, I think I actually, obviously not for a long time, but once I start struggling in higher tiers, possibly start working on some Flamebot damage in the stacking lab.
Yeah. And one thing that is interesting to think about, I don't know if it actually is true or not, since overcharges don't deal damage, but hypothetically, if you tagged an overcharge with the Flamebot, would its damage be reduced by 90%? Glass cannon questions that no one thinks about.
Yeah, that is also true. And also, I would like to say 95%. They upped it in V27.
There's no actual hit on both the commanders and the saboteurs, so you cannot technically reduce their damage because they don't actually hit you.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the decorative. Yeah, we're talking about the decorative blue pentagon.
All those glass cannon players getting killed by them. What if Flamebot was just the answer?
Those don't exist. They don't exist.
Yeah, it does. It does absolutely nothing. I've seen a couple of them, and I don't know why these glass cannon players are so scared of them.
I know, they're kind of like saboteurs, except blue.
Yeah, except they also don't turn off an ultimate weapon.
But they don't do that anyway.
That's
'cause we have
true, yeah,
walls.
because walls protect us from weapon turnoffs. All right, but with that, let's move straight into the guilds, and I think the biggest thing about guilds is the summon chip.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go there, but my today I respect out of my bounty chip, which I have been a big bounty enjoyer since its rework, and summon chip got me an almost 15% coin increase, and it's the reason my previous personal best was 9.33 trillion per hour, and I am now a little bit over 10 trillion per hour.
I'm upset. I'm 5 tokens off of getting 25 bits, which would bring my summon ship down to an 82-second cooldown, because I did originally have it sunk up with my golden bot and trio at 90 seconds, but then I got my mythic MVN, which brought it down to 81, so now it is out of sync. But I will say that just summon bot alone at the 90-second sync with everything else, I think it gave me an extra 33% coins because of golden combo.
So I didn't follow any kind of actual path, I just YOLO'd it, but I have a gold box duration, so 35 seconds.
Oh man, that looks nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. So Bonsai, have you noticed a change with the cash bonus? Is it? I personally don't think it's worth it. 1, because we don't run project funding, and 2, because everything is maxed within the first couple hundred waves.
I think it does increase the cash, and I actually do project funding as an assist in tournament to supplement my G-Comp sometimes, so getting that up a little bit higher, because I am technically a hybrid in tournament, just because commanders are stupid. But I think it helps. I don't know if it's really worth it, though. I'm just leaving it on for now because respecking costs gems that I don't want to spend right now, but...
At least it's not as expensive as the bot respec.
Yeah, I'm considering, do I want to put keys into that to get workshop presets for bots as well? But that's way more than I want now.
I think it might be worth it for you just because, since you are hybrid now, flame bot and amp bot for tournaments.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually. Being able to cash in on both of those and get my flame bot to max.
But yeah, so you know, this store has actually been really cool. The Halloween skins and everything. I've been meaning to switch to silk for quite a while, and I just did it just now because I remembered. But the biggest thing besides summon ship in this is the bloody monster. It is once again an extra 1% increase in defense percent. So now as soon as I get the event mission one, and on top of this one, I actually go into tournaments with 78.3% defense percent.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't even have ass mods like you do, so you're going in with 75.9. It'll be 76.9.
Yeah, I don't have my defense lab as high as yours, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, no, mine is level 39.
Yeah, you got a little bit extra there. What is a really interesting thing to consider as well is for those who labbed their defense to the standard 23, getting 2 extra defense relics makes it so that mathematically a mythic sharp fortitude will outperform an ancestral other armor now, because now defense can still hit 98 just with those 2 relics.
Yeah, and if you are even just going the traditional route, because of these 2 relics, you actually only need level 13 in your defense percent now to hit the max 98 cap with an ancestral substat.
All these ancestral substats, I wouldn't know what that life's like.
Yeah, you will eventually.
It's not all you think it is. Spending millions of reroll shards to get your last one. The nightmares, man.
Yeah,
horrible.
Remember, it was like 1.8 million reroll shards for me to get my sharp fortitude to perfect.
I've spent more than that on my mythic sharp fortitude.
That's crazy.
That does not bode well for you.
It's okay, because he's had such bad luck with the mythic, he's gonna get all the ancestral stuff instantly.
Yeah,
gonna upgrade it. It's just gonna spawn with ancestral stats when he gets his levels now.
It was less than 300,000 for my Prim C to get all 4 ancestrals. So I mean, you know, we win some and we lose some. I think it was like 240k or something for my 4 ancestrals on the Prim C, and I think I am now at like 1.4 million or something on my sharp fortitude, trying to roll that defense absolute.
Yeah, so I would honestly suggest keep your thorns. Don't waste more until you get an ancestral.
Yeah.
I know you want the dabs because we are the dabs guys. By the way, I'm officially kicking Dark 22 out of the defense guys because he is a glass cannon poison swamp main. I don't care if his dabs lab is up there. He is not a defense guy. He's gone.
Cosmetic dabs is what he's got there. He's doing it for the status, not because he believes in it.
Yeah, you hear that, Dark? You're gone. You're out of the defense, guys. All right, so let's finally, to wrap up this video, move on to our Rend, guys. So as you'll notice, I'm sorry that our Rends are all going to be super small, but it's the only way we can get all 3 of our Rends up here at the same time. All right, so yeah, why don't you start us off, Bonsai? You're the newest one to Rend here.
Yeah, for sure. Tournaments are looking up. I don't know why the last one isn't going in there, but I got 5th place.
Check the date. You might have entered it in. Just make sure the dates are accurate.
I copied it directly from, but I'll go back and fix that later, I suppose. I do love Rend. I have not invested the full time I need to fully set it up and transfer all my runs over, but yeah, tournaments have been going up slowly over time. Looking good. Occasionally you get really bad brackets and get 13th place with over 1,000 waves. You know how it goes sometimes, but farming, which is what I really like doing this thing. This right here is the scatter bug. I'm sure we're all familiar with that. I only kept one run just to kind of memorialize it and got rid of the rest because it was really depressing. But we've been going up pretty steadily in the econ over a while. Started off at about 300 trillion per hour in, what is that, August, September? And now 2 months later, we're pushing 5Q an hour. So, what is that, over 100x increase at that point, I think? Or 10x, 15x.
Yeah, it's super nice just seeing the upward trend of your tower.
So as you can see, it's a relatively linear trend here. There are some massive spikes here in the middle where they accidentally nerfed the bombs by a lot. So I had this massive spike here, and I'm still almost catching up to the cells there, but still pretty big coin increases. And we can all guess where the scatterbug touched us on this graph here.
Yeah, scatterbug. So you guys will notice on mine, my scatterbug didn't touch me nearly as much. You'll see the dip isn't too bad, but it only lasted a week or so, and then I'm slowly climbing back up with random dips in here where I had attempted tier 12s to see if I could go and farm it yet, and I couldn't. And then you'll notice here when I have to cut runs short because my runs just go too long and I can't fit 2 into a single day. So that's what these dips mostly are. But yeah, tournaments, I don't remember if I had entered all of this tournament progression in last video or not, but I did go back through all of my tournament history and add in the bracket I was in and the place that I got. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my end.
Yep, so I did go back and upload all of my tournaments, and it's actually pretty cool to see kind of how and where you were throughout. As you can see, I don't belong in platinum. I haven't for quite a while. But
I think he likes to just go beat up the little plat people, you know.
I promise.
I want to be a Legends whale, but lower.
I promise I want to be in platinum less than they want me in their bracket.
You know, I think you're trying to go to platinum to discourage platinum players from continuing playing. You're trying to thin out the future Legends brackets.
No, Legends brackets are already crowded enough. I think that they need to just add Mythic tier.
Yeah, that's definitely that is a theorized update in version 28 is going to be a new tournament bracket, which God, I hope so I can start getting keys consistently.
It's a mandatory at this point with the assists mods. It's a forced move. Greeny runs Legends higher than my farming runs now. It's just insane.
But I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up, guys. So I hope you did enjoy this episode 3 of the Defense Guys, only coming 2 months late.
Yep, and last thing here, huge shout out to Dizzy for Project Rend. It's absolutely amazing. Please, everybody, go check it out. It will be linked in the description below. And a huge thank you as well to Mr. Bonsai here for coming on and, I guess, sharing some of the Big Daddy EHP stuff that Xepher and I both are kind of aspiring to get to.
You're both worthy apprentices. I love it. Spread the EHP.
Yeah, I don't know if Bonsai is going to be a permanent fixture, just because it is a little bit more of a headache for getting everything on screen, and then you guys will notice throughout the video that, so I'm the one recording that both Bonsai and Tequila's numbers are very fuzzy and pixelated. It's just what we got to do.
On top of all of that, Xepher and I both live a crazy life, and we have been trying to record this video, by the way, since the 29th of October. And we are now on the 24th of whatever this month is, November.
November. the 24th of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So it's been kind of crazy trying to get our schedules to align, and then adding another person in there just complicates it. But Bonsai, we really appreciate you coming on, and hope you can come back in some future episodes if all the stars align like it did for this episode.
Yeah, I think every 3 to 4 episodes we can get Bonsai in here for one.
Yeah, I mean, happy to stop by anytime, and thanks for having me. It's always fun to chat with the fellow EHP people and heroes of age of our time, you know. I look forward to seeing where this Smart Missile Max goes and whatever Xepher has planned. Apparently it's a secret that I'm not allowed to know.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm a defense guy and I don't know. He's abandoned me in my Smart Missile Max ways.
So I'm not gonna lie, Bonsai. I completely forget what my plan was.
Maybe he's gonna be a glass cannon player.
No, I forgot to write it down, and with my brain, if I don't write it down, I'm not remembering. So I'm gonna have to theory craft something else and actually, write it down this time.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna do it. So yeah, this has been the Defense Guys episode 3. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Xepher, signing out. Bonsai, do an outro.
What?
Bonsai, do an outro.
Oh, done one. I don't know what to say. Sorry.
This is staying in the video.
What?
Yep.
This is abuse. Alright, well, thanks for having me on, guys. Feel free to invite me back anytime, and I look forward to seeing where your tower journeys go as well. Take care.
Yep, and just remember, guys, it's a good day to have a great day.